Welcome back to Pop Culture Tarot. First of all, thank you all. Thank you for my new subscribers. Thank y'all for getting down with me in the comments. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful. So this reading was requested by Kathy K. 5196. It is on Selena Gomez. So let's get into this reading. So the minute I looked at her birth chart, I was like, oh my goodness, like I don't really know about her relationship with Justin Bieber. I just know that they went back and forth for many, I don't know, I don't even know if it was many years. I just know they were going back and forth and blah, 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 blah. But when I looked at her birth chart, and then I remembered that you all had put in the chat that he was a Pisces, I went and looked at his birth chart. And immediately I was like, oh my goodness, like he was not ready for her. And I actually don't think that he would be ready for her until they were like in their, I'm hearing late 40s, early 50s, because first of all, she has this Cancer sun. So she's very nurturing. She probably comes off very nurturing, very sweet, very open, very emotional, very giving, and all of those things. But then when I saw that she has an Aries moon and then a Leo rising, I was like, oh my God, she hit you with the boom bap. It's like yes, she's sweet and all of that. But that Leo rising, first of all, Leo is all about creativity. It's also about the inner child, the things of children. So she'll probably look young for a long time. Like even though that's typically a Capricorn thing, people with heavy Capricorn placements, we usually age backwards, but she has so much Leo that I just feel like she has a Leo stellium. She has Mercury in, doesn't she have Mercury in Leo? Yeah, she's got Mercury in Leo. So Mercury rules communication. And so again, Leo is all about the arts and creativity. So that's definitely her being able to communicate with her public, her fans. And then that Leo, of course, Leo is like the star of the zodiac. And so that's like people really liking what she has to say. She also has Taurus and Mars is impulsive also. Mars rules Aries, and she has that Aries, what was it? Aries moon. So she has that Aries moon. And I like to say that the moon always has the final say because the moon is about our primal instincts, our private dreams, the things that we try to keep hidden, but it's always pushing us. You know, for me, the moon is like when you have a habit that you're trying to break and it's really hard to break. To me, that's like that moon. It's governing your impulses. And so to have that Taurus, which is about security and sort of what we value and all of that, having fiery Mars, the god of war, she's going to fight for what she values. She's going to fight for her stability and her security, right? But Mars is also, you know, when you think about Aries, a lot of people think about because Aries rules battle, the military, again, all the things that Mars rules. But Aries really fights for, at the highest level, a highly developed sort of Aries energy archetype is going to fight for quote unquote the underdog, right? And so this tells me she also goes hard for her friends, but it also makes me feel like things get pretty spicy in the bedroom with this Taurus Mars. And then I looked at his birth chart as well, and he has a Scorpio ascendant, and the ascendant is the sign that was rising in the sky when you're born. So I feel like, and he has Pluto in Scorpio. And so that's a lot of secrets. Wow, he's got a lot of Scorpio. He's got his North Node in Scorpio. He's got his Jupiter in Scorpio. So I feel like, I'm not going to do their astrology, but I feel like there was a lot of sexual chemistry with all of his Scorpio He also has some interesting Capricorn. Here I go saying I'm not going to get into their astrology, and I'm getting into their astrology. He also has some Capricorn here. Um, He has Uranus in Capricorn, and Uranus is like out of the box thinking. So I think that, sorry, this is my first time looking at, I'm not going to apologize. This is my first time looking at their charts. I feel like he's got some interesting Aquarius, and Aquarius to me is like the you can't sit with us crew. And then he's got this Uranus. So I feel like he was quirky. He's quirky in some ways. And then he has hmm, then he has some Virgo here. Hmm. Service. I mean, he could be doing a little bit more service. He could be doing a little bit more service. So I see where there would be some compatibility here. I do. I see where, especially, she's got her moon, he's got his moon in Libra. She's got her moon in Pisces, and Pisces and Libra sit across from each other. They are the opposites on the zodiac. So I could see where it was very spicy. I'm getting very much breakup sex. What is it? Breakup to makeup sex here. There's a lot of spice, there was a lot of fire, but I don't feel like there was enough compatibility, all right, to push things forward, because we have Libra. Libra wants to merge sometimes. Libra wants to be like the peacemaker sometimes. Libra wants to be like the politician sometimes, right? But then Aries is separating. Aries is fire. Aries is cardinal, and Libra is cardinal as well, which means they're both leaders. So, but they lead in different ways. Libra leads from the we, Aries leads from the me or the I, right? And so, also looking at his, you know what? I feel like there's some not sexual confusion, but even if you look at, I always say that Justin Bieber always looked like Hilary Swank to me. And so I feel like there's like a femininity, a softness with him, but I feel like because he's a man in this day and age, that he probably tries to, why am I talking about Justin Bieber? This is a Selena Gomez reading, but I feel like he tries to overcompensate for all his soft squishiness, because he has Sun in Pisces, he has his Saturn in Pisces. So right there, that Saturn is very limiting. And so I feel like there's some overcompensation here. When I think about Pisces, like to me, the first person I think of when I think about Pisces is Kurt Cobain, and the former lead singer of one of my favorite bands in the world, Nirvana. And when he unalived himself, one of the things he said in his letter was that he's a sad little Pisces. And I just feel like I feel like there is, and he also has his Venus in Pisces. I feel like there's some overcompensation here with him around his masculinity, because he looks small in stature. He's like, he's like lilt. He's like tiny, and I just think that, yeah, I think he just overcompensates for all of those things in ways that it's like a false mask with him. I think if he tapped into his femininity more, he probably would be, listen, I don't know these people. I don't know what his health is like, but I feel like he would be happier if he leaned a little bit more into his feminine side. Yeah. And for her, she's got so much. I mean, she got so much fire. I mean, she's like all fire. I mean, she's got so much Leo. She's got a Leo stellium, her Taurus and Mars, Leo and Venus. And Venus is like how we love, and it rules art, money, relationships, the arts, and all of those things. I feel like she would want to be first. Like listen, she's a leader. She's a leader. And I just see like her being like a man eater, like low key if she wanted to be. And I just don't think energetically, I don't think on any level he's a match for her, period, for entertainment purposes only. That's just looking at their astrology. I haven't even gotten to the chart yet. I mean, the cards yet. But yeah, so he's not even a match for her in that way. Again, maybe in his 50s or their 50s, but yeah, they might get together sexually. The sex is probably very hot, very exciting, especially as they get older and have like more life experience. But for now, it's just no, because he's just not settled in his masculinity. That's what I got. All right. So there's the Selena Gomez. Oh my God, look at this. You see, this fell out. This fell out, Uranus. And remember, I love saying member. He has that Uranus in Capricorn. Capricorn's all about structure and goal setting and all those things. But you see, it says radically changed because that's what Uranus is about. Uranus is like, I don't know why I keep saying the boom bap, but Uranus is it just things coming out of left field. And so, yeah, he would have to radically change in order to be able to handle Miss Gomez. Okay, radically change. And then even here, look at this. We got courage. It's just sitting here at the top of this deck. Courage. And that takes courage. It takes courage to be a different kind of man, especially in the pop culture world, right? Especially for cis het white males, right? Who are still pretty young. I mean, they're still pretty young. And they're still wow. Yeah. You see, not this video turning into a class on the patriarchy. But you see, we've got preserving and defending, right? And so there's this, again, defending old ideas, things that it's like what one of my favorite tarot, and she's not a tarot reader, but one of my favorite pop culture readers, Erica De Niro, she always talks about when she talks about the patriarchy and she talks about certain ideas, and it's like, what are you defending, right? What are you trying to preserve? And so he would, again, it would take courage for him to radically look at what he's preserving and what he's defending, even in his current relationship with Hailey Bieber. I think a lot of it, again, has to do with this masking. It has to do with this masking, right? And then we have opposition here, and it says imbalance, right? A point of tension, a power struggle. So this is 100% what happened in their relationship. But I also think that this happens I don't know if she's in a relationship now, but I feel like this is something that comes up, is this power struggle. She might have, even with all that Leo, she might have also had, like, I'm not going to say issues with her parents, but what I'm going to say is like, she probably came into the world like a little adult, like knowing this was what she was here to do, and having very strong opinions, very strong ideas about how her life needed to be. And so again, I'm not saying issues with her parents at all, but what I'm saying is she was one of those kids where adults would look at them and be like, girl, settle down. Like, how does this child know what they know? How is this child so smart and so determined, is what I'm hearing. And so just on their shit, and like not letting people slide. And I feel like that could cause a power struggle, again, with adult figures and even people in authority. And I also wouldn't be surprised if she had issues with management in her career, again, because she's so strong, because what is her background? I wonder where is she from? Her last name is Gomez. Is she Mexican, Spanish? I don't know. But that I would like to know. Also because, Yeah, because she's, I think she's kind of like small in stature as well, and she's got that cute little face, but she got that deep voice. So, what brought Selena Gomez to me, to my sphere, is watching Only Murders in the Building. Like, I didn't really know about her until I watched that. And the thing that struck me about her was that voice, honey. That voice is like so interesting. It's like gravelly. Uh-huh. So the tonality of her voice is like, it threw me. And so I was like, wow. So there's even though it sounds kind of like shaky, there's a steadiness to it. She is not to be played with, and that's on period. That's on period, Pooh. So let's dig into this past life. Let's dig into the past life energy that Selena is. I didn't look at her north node or her south node. That's where you get hints about the past life. Um, let's dig into the past life energy that is influencing. Wow, y'all saw that fly out, right? Y'all saw that. Y'all saw it. Oh my God, I love her energy. I love her. Wow. You damn, I wish I can I know Selena Gomez? Can I be in her squad? My girl came to this life. She had money in her past life. And oh, Spirit, is this what oh shit. But this, okay. So let me say this. Let me say this. All right. So y'all saw finances fly out. Trust and faith was right under the deck. So part of the reason why she was like so sure about what she wanted to do from a very young age, and I do know that she's acted from a young age too. Was she a Disney's kid? Is that where they um whatchamacallit, is that where her and Justin Bieber met, on the Disney thing? um One of the reasons why she was so confident about what she wanted to do is because she had it in a past life. She was okay in a past life, so she came in with this trust and faith. But remember, the relationships for her is where she struggles because of the strength, because again, because she came into the body of a woman, because she came in the body of a woman of color, right? And so there are just a lot. She might have even been a man in a past life. Spirit, was Selena Gomez a man in a past life? Was Selena Gomez was well, that fell out. That fell out. Was Selena Gomez a man in a past life? Hmm. Yes, the fuck she was. Oh my God, excuse my language, y'all. Sorry about that. Um, so this Nine of Wands, this is like, you won the battle, but at what cost? You won the battle, but you're freaking exhausted and you're wounded. So she was, I wonder, and then we have the sun here, but I like this deck because it has the yes, no. So these are both yes cards, okay? And so she was a man in a past life. And so she's got that. I hate to get into the gender binary. Truly, I do. I'm really working to like back myself out of this gender binary, but this is where we are. Um, so in this life, there's gonna be an issue with, oh, not there's gonna be. There has been a history of unrequited love in this life, and more like disappointment in this life, because she carries such strong energy, and people get, oh God, the word is escaping me. People get it's intimidating. People, not that she's intimidating, but people get intimidated by her strength, by her determination. Again, going back to when she was a little kid, people being like, oh my God, how's this little body like so powerful? I would love to hear like her mother talk about like how she was as a child. I'm so curious about that now. But yeah, so this is an area, relationships are going to be, relationships have been kind of challenging. Of course, she can change it with like work and on herself, and development and spirituality will help, all of those things. But this is an area where she struggles, okay? And I do also get the sense, since I was asking about her past life, that she may have been some kind of like warrior or landowner or something like that, because again, we have the sun here. So she was successful, or he was successful in a past life, but again, it wasn't easy. He had to fight for it. Spirit, does Selena Gomez bring this fighting energy into her relationships? Does she come? Whoa. So I do have the three of I do have the three of cups. Again, even though she is a Cancer and all of that, so she's like sweet and all of that, but she does bring the celebration, and she brings a certain level of, and we have this word faithful again. So faith is a big deal for her. I wonder if she's religious or spiritual. But there is a need to put her dukes down a little bit. It's like you don't have to fight so much in this life. Oh, and she did have that health scare too. So she definitely had to fight to get through that. But yeah, the question I asked was, does she bring this fight to her relationships? And this is, if you see, it says community, it says celebration, friendship, social events. And so, yeah, this is like, yes, she does. This is community right here. I asked about community, right? And so she needs to put her dukes down just a teensy bit. It's like, you're fine. You're probably, well, not probably, you're extremely financially stable. And so, I wonder if she has concerns about her finances. I do get a yes. I do get a yes. This is a card of like people working together. This is a card of collaboration, people coming together to make things right. You know? And then we have the 10 of Cups. I feel like, again, did I say contracts? I feel like her concern around money has more to do with like the people like around her, like management, contracts, what is it, royalties, streams, like that. Because with this Five of Cups, the Five of Cups has to do with sort of paying attention to the cups that have spilt and not the cups that are full behind you. And so again, it's like things are good. Like you got the 10 of Cups here, like you're winning on every level. You're winning on every freaking level. And this Eight of Wands for me, this is like the Eight of Wands is fast moving energy, and it's about news. So it's like there is more good to come. There is more good to come. So it's like, stop worrying, stop stressing. Oh my God, stop stress. Doesn't she have a makeup line too? Wait a minute. Oh no, that's Ariana Grande. I think, you know what's so funny? Oh my God, this is so funny. I bought this last week. Oh my God. Oh my God. That's so crazy. So, or maybe 2 weeks ago. So she has her makeup line. So here I am contributing to her millions. That's so funny because I'm a diehard Fenty person. But anyway, so look, I have her stuff here. That's hilarious. So yeah, so there's more good news to come for her. So it's like, stop worrying. I feel like that has to do with, again, contracts and things that Spirit, does this have something to do with things that happened in her early career? Does this have to do with things that happened in her early career? Yes. 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 Yeah. So the Lovers is about a third party situation. Typically it can be about partnerships and things like that, but that's not how I read the Lovers card. I read the Lovers card as a choice and as like the traditional, the way it was read originally, whereas this person was not here. The angel was not here. It was another woman. I said this yesterday or whenever I did the other reading. On the traditional tarot or the original tarot, there are three figures on the tarot. One woman was considered to be beautiful. One woman was considered to be quote unquote homely, and then there was a man, and the man had to choose between the beautiful woman or the homely woman, and the card really was about choosing vice and virtue. Okay, this was in reverse, and so this makes me feel like there was some stuff that went down. And we had that Three of Pentacles. So again, that's about collaboration. And then this is about three people as well. So I feel like some stuff went down early in her career around money. And so now she's just extra cautious and extra careful. But I love her energy. I adore her energy. Is there anything that there's no real warnings? The only warning is to like be grateful because you have so much. That's the only warning. There's a goddess that wants to, and this is for the people who are watching this. This is for all of us. Okay. So this energy is the goddess energy for Selena, but I'm hearing it's also for the collective. So what is the message from the goddess realm? What is the message from the goddess realm here? What is the message for us? What is the message that we can learn? The way my cards have just flying. So this is Izume, and this is about laughter. And what did I say about gratitude? Gratitude and laughter. So yeah, that's the only message here for her and for all of us, is to just really, really, really be in a space of gratitude and laugh at the hard things is what I'm hearing. We spend so much time dissolving the good things. Wow. We spend so much time dissolving the good things when we can simply change the energy. We can simply change your experiences by learning to laugh, by learning to be as a child. Oh, especially with all that Leo that she has in her chart. So for us, tapping into, even if you've had rough childhoods, even if the childhood was not what you would want to experience, find something to laugh about anyway. Tap into the innocence of children. Even if you never had a chance to be innocent, we do have our imaginations. We can see, we can sense, we can imagine, we can use our imagination to tap into our younger selves and change our vibration and change our circumstances, change our situations. We have the power. We don't only have to look at the stars. We can be the stars. We can attract what we want. We have the power. You have the power. We have the power. You have the power. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. That is the end of the reading. Please like, share, and subscribe and comment. I love your comments, even the ones that are spicy, honey, even the ones that tell me I talk too much. As you can see, I'm reining it in. But yeah, like, share, subscribe. I would love to get to 500 subscribers by the end of July. So please help me do that, so that these messages can go further and further and further and further. Thank you so much again. I'm so grateful. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'll see you next time. Bye.